We are now at Kfar Aza, which is one of the kibbutzes around Gaza. I don't know if you can see far away. You can see the chimneys. Yeah, through there. Yeah, this is already Ashkelon, but this is north of. Sorry. North of Gaza, Zahi. Around 200 terrorists came to here at October 7 and went through there. The army wasn't here, which is a horrible thing, and they entered to the young neighborhood of the kibbutz. This is kind of a shelter. In that shelter, you could see two beds. One bed. Beneath the bed, the neighbor next door was lying. Above the bed, Alon, Lulu Shamriz was standing. The terrorist shoot. You can see two bullets and open the door, the shelter, and they took Alon to captivity in Zahi. He was there until he found dead. The neighbor that was beneath the bed survived for four more hours until the next terrorist from Hamas, ISIS, reached, and they took him and killed him. This is how the room looks like. And this is Avi. Avi Shamriz is the father of Alon. He is a good friend of mine. And I cannot say a thing that can make him happier, because the tragedy is, I have two tragedies. First of his son, and the second one of some people in Europe and America that's still supporting Hamas and ISIS in Gaza. I cannot understand it. Now let me show you a little bit of the neighborhood. The house that you saw is forbidden from entering, but because Shamriz is a friend of us, we actually have been in high school for 4 years together, and from that day we are still have excellent relationship, and every year we are going together to visit the Word together, and he is something so important. What can I show you? This is kind of a shelter, because if something happens, and a lot of things are happening here, it's that they have to find them some shelter. Avi, if they're shooting missiles through the house, we're going to have like 15 seconds to find a shelter, 12 seconds, 15 seconds. I don't know if you can understand what the 15 seconds means. Like, can you wait another 2-3 minutes? Let me just make a run tour. זה בסדר? לא, אל תברחו לי. Then, for example, Ziv Bern was took out of the house, and the terrorist forced him to call everyone who were in the house to go out. If not, they would kill him. That's how some people went out. Few of them are now kidnapped and still in Gaza. The rest of them, they killed, they butchered their body. For example, Aviad is the one who was beneath the bed, and they didn't kill him. They brutally murdered him. They cut his body into pieces, and we found his body here. But some people were burned down. They actually killed them and threw their bodies into the room, beheaded, raped. Those are the things that they used to do. Gali Burnham is still in captive, and Doron, which is a lady, is still in captive. You can see the shape of the houses. If you see a burned house here, it means that the terrorists burned their houses. It can be that the body was there. It can be that they burned them alive. From that house, Yotam Chaim was kidnapped. We're talking about youth people. Couple that was brutally murdered in that house, and you can see what's happening to the house now. And they did it not on here, but this is the main area that's been destroyed here. I prepared 2 videos, one of my friend in Hebrew, because this is my gift to him, and that one is for you. Then I'm getting from time to time some messages why you are talking about the war and not talking about Jesus, only about Jesus. Mainly because I'm not doing the tour in a regular days. This is wartime. Then in wartime we are acting differently. It's not only wartime, it's survivor. I'm surviving now in my country, and this is something that most of you, thanks God, cannot understand because you've never been in that kind of situation. For the Israelis, this is the second Holocaust. In that day, 1,400 people died. Then when you ask me about what do you think about the people of Gaza, guys, from 7th of October 7, I don't mind about the people of Gaza. If you are so sensitive for them, then send the message to Hamas. If Hamas will surrender, we will have no war. But if we will surrender, they will kill each one of us. Christian, Muslims, and Jews, citizens of Israel. I don't know if you can hear the booms. Those are, as I believe, Israeli cannons that are still targeting the terrorists in Hamas. I can hear it. I mean, I got used to it, but let's face it, it's very difficult to get used to it. I know that it's our cannon because I know the sound. I got used to the sound because as a farmer, I'm not a farmer, but I actually went to help the farmers in that area. I heard, I got to know what sound belongs to who. If they will shoot us, and thanks God, it's so difficult for them to do that now, I will have 15 seconds to find a shelter. Let me just ask another question, the father, Avi, because I'm not sure how many people died here, and I just don't want to, and how many people have been kidnapped. I think that 19 people are still there, and I think 65 people of the kibbutz been butchered by Hamas. אבי, שאלה אחרונה, כמה נרצחו כאן? 65, 65 חטופים עדיין?
19, מתוכם 5 עדיין בשבי.
19 people were kidnapped, 5 are still there, as we believe in north of Gaza. Then that was a short video about things that happened in Israel, and I think maybe by watching that video you will understand what's happening and how the Israelis actually reacting to that. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. We're still in Kfar Aza. We're heading to see the house of Avi Shomris, but you can see what's happening here. Let me tell you another thing that it's important to understand. We didn't start that war. The one who started that war were Hamas, ISIS, terrorists. Then if we want to stop it, they have to do that. If they will surrender, we will stop the war immediately. Again, Nitzan was brutally murdered in his house. It's the same story. I don't need to repeat it. I will add that part to the story, but let's, if it's going to be a totally different video than October 7, here, 200 terrorists from Hamas, from Gaza, which is 2 kilometers from here, let's say 1.2 miles from here, entered the kibbutz. It was a holiday, it was a Jewish holiday, it was Shabbat, and murdered 65 people, but brutally murdered. They cut their body, they raped them, beheaded, threw them into burning house, alive. Then you can understand that this peaceful kibbutz that actually helped a lot of Hamas people by letting them work here. They support them. And while they supported, they marked every house. And the terrorists knew exactly to which neighborhood to reach. The neighborhood that you saw just now is the oldest houses and the youngest people there without any protection. The people are not here. From October 7, a lot of them moved to different places which are safer. And although that it took us 4 days to find to find out that no terrorists are here, the war is still on, and you could hear a little bit of it. Then in that case, wait a minute, they were talking and I'm listening to everything that he said, because he is the one who was here. And although they shoot his house, he survived. That man with a horrible sweater, this is the one that survived. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 friends from high school. We were together for 4 years, and we are meeting at least once a year for 1 week tour, usually a jeep tour in Europe. It's election time, and Ophir want to be the head of the council or whatever, and that poster is before the war. The election will be next Tuesday. I don't know what will happen with them. Most of them are not here. לכאן הם לא הגיעו, שמריז? לא, הם לכאן לא הגיעו? לא, זה החמאס לא הגיעו לבתים האלו? הגיעו לכל הבתים. Yeah, they reached all the houses.
הם עברו, סרקו, ירו באנשים פה בפנים.
And when I don't know why the army wasn't here, but when the private soldiers heard about it, and when they came to here, all of them died, because they knew exactly where to stay and when to target them. Remember, they worked here. We gave them their life back. They got a lot of money from us, and that is the now. And then you cannot say that Gaza was occupied by Israel. First of all, Gaza was occupied by Egypt here until 1967, and from the 90s, Gaza is not part of Israel. They could build whatever they wanted, but they decided to build. Tunnels. Aviv Braham is not with us anymore. If it's okay by you, 2 minutes in English, and then I will switch to Hebrew, because I'm already talking in English. Okay.
Take a picture of this building.
Yeah. Wait. Let me organize it. Just a moment. We stopped here in the middle, I don't know, of Kfar Aza, and
Okay. This is the arm house we have here. We're holding here all the weapon, all the guns.
Remember, we are still in the border between Gaza, then had to do that.
In this building we're holding all the guns. So once we get an alarm, we had to go to this house to take out arm, guns, and bullets, and we can now organize to protect the area.
And what's happening in October 7th?
In October 7th,
Can we go
yes.
nearer to it? Yeah.
On October 7th, few of them was able to go in and take a weapon, but most of them was late. And here, underground here,
Yeah.
there was terrorists underground.
The terrorists were there beneath the house.
Yes.
Okay.
And anyone who came to take a weapon,
They shoot him.
Shooting him.
Then, yeah.
Many of the people died here in this area.
All right. And what's that poster is
This
about?
poster is about the 7th out of 14 of members of the platoon who
Actually, yeah.
guarding the area was shot by the Hamas.
All of them is not with us?
No.
All of them is not with us. Yeah. All right. And just for the information, it's the dining room there?
No. Daniel.
In English. In English, we will finish it with it. Avindi.
Avindi is the son-in-law of Zahi.
Another friend of us.
He was the deputy of the head of the platoon protecting the kibbutz. And he was able to get his arm, went out. While he's coming out,
From there.
Hamas terrorists here, from the other side, from there, shoot them. They shoot them.
Yeah.
Now, my son was able to get out from the room
Yeah.
and kill
The one that was there.
under there. And from one of the roof, he saw that they shooting him. Aviv around the tree, behind the tree,
Yeah.
he was injured.
He was injured. Ido, it's your son, the other son.
So I don't know where the Hamas was standing, but he was standing behind. He was shouting to Ido,
Don't come.
to me."
Don't come.
So Ido went
Because
that way.
he don't want to actually to help him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So shouting, "Don't come." Avi was already dead, and he was injured. And he said to Ido, "Don't come to rescue me because too many terrorists are here." So Ido took his friend and they went
To that
to the
side.
other side, and then they went to the shelter room and stayed there.
Right. And that's how we survived. And that's how we survived. I just wanted to see the face of Avi Hindi. I was, remember, I don't know if you watched my videos at the beginning of the war, then I told you that I've been in a funeral, and it was of Avi Hindi. And then later on, I went to the funeral of Alon, son of Shomriz. Then that was a little bit about what's happening now in Israel, and let's say goodbye.